see if we can finally get this thing going.
Here we are. I gotta get in here. The only catch is I started taking one of the nuts off the fan so I could have some room to get in there. This thing, sounds like, oh, you just pop it off and no problem. Well, yeah, but you can't. You got to take this off to get the shroud off. And I'm not so sure I want to do that. So I'm kind of leaning on down there. Just take that off. Then I should be able to get at it from the bottom, which is really where I want to be anyways. So let's try it out. It's a little 10mm. I got my little socket. Let's give it a go. Let's see what we can get up to here. Well, there. Okay. Something I'm going to have to pick up is it's a silver oxide, or maybe it's a copper. I forget. I think it's a silver. It's an anti-corrosive. So just get this fella. Almost. Now, curious to see, is this just going to pop right out? It's got two clips, if you can see, right there and there, that kind of hold it in the front. So we'll see as it gets close. I'm going to do the two outside ones and save the middle one. I may have to get a jack to help me hold it up. I don't know how heavy it is. It looks and sounds pretty solid. Okay. Let's try and use a couple blocks to help it out. It's all right on me. Okay. So my idea is to, the blocks will hold it up in the back, and there's the two clips here in the front. So when this is loose, I'll just slide it back, pop it off. Blocks will help me slide it back in too. There, now they're holding it up. The whole thing is there. Perfect. Let's get up close. There, so you can see now I got the back resting there. And there's the two clips, one there. Showing you the wrong thing. There, right there, and there. So now this should sort of slide back. Let's try it out. Perfect. Okay, now I can see my bolts. Yeah, it'd be nice to get this. I mean, the previous owner did a great job of greasing everything up and spraying. There's a few little bits though, you know, so it'd be nice to give a little brush, give it another job, all kinds of stuff here. But it really does protect this whole thing. That's fantastic. It's going to be great in the winter. Well, time to get a little closer, see what I can see here. There. So now I get a little bit better view. So we'll get down on the underside here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we got that bolt there. That's the one I couldn't get a hold of. There's another one on the other side we can't see from this angle. So that's interesting. So that rotates on that one. And in there, somewhere, that little bolt sticking down. So that's where it's rubbing on the pulley above here. It's hitting that. See, there it is. Okay, right smack dab in the middle there. I'm kind of upside down. I'm going to see if I can focus in here. So that is hitting that. That's why I'm getting sparks and getting noise. But I have to get down here and maybe use that. So the thing is, I got to tighten it, but I don't want it to hit that pulley. I got to figure out why is it hitting that pulley. Kind of a mystery. I got to figure this out. I'm going to get even closer. Weird. I'm not sure. There's another little bolt hanging down there. All kinds of weirdness. I may have to take that fan off. I gotta get in and have a closer look at this thing. Darn. Oh well, here we go. Check it out. I got the shroud and the fan off. So now we have room from underneath and up top. I can see what's going on. Now notice this is like really slippery. So obviously those are loose again. I think I loosened them. So we gotta get in there. Let's get down. I might even look with the camera where I can't see. So that was the bolt that was tight. That bolt's sticking more. So obviously there, at some point again, it's that air conditioning thing. Let's get down there and get closer. Maybe we can roll under here. What are we up to? Okay, so that's where that's hitting. So, makes me wonder, see that, where that bolt, there's probably a nut, maybe to push that further down or something? I wonder, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so this is going to be hard to do with two hands. Let me see if, I got an idea. Okay, so look at that. See that little, where's my finger? See that? Now it's a bigger space. What if we go, see now it's hitting that. What's up with that? We gotta loosen that. I bet you that goes up here somehow. Boy, is that still loose though. So let's loosen it some more. Here, sorry, losing my shot. I mean, there's something weird here. Why are you hitting that pump? Now, when that's in snug, maybe that wasn't tight enough. See, when it's a little loose, it's gonna hit that. But when that's in there, let's get, where are you again? Let's see what happens when I push this really tight. Kind of see it's getting out of the way. Maybe that wasn't tight enough. It wasn't sitting flush. I do see space now. Hitting, not hitting. So maybe we gotta, why is that like that? I bet you it'd sit like that. Pull this down really tight. Look, now that's got some play. So not there. We gotta get this thing down and tight. What's up with that? Let's try and get our camera in here. There, so I think I can get that adjustment, use that bolt. We're gonna lower this down and give us a little more play. Okay, so check this out. This was the little spacer there. It held this bolt. And there was another bolt that was just sitting there loose, right? The thing is, there used to be another pulley. So this is some other mechanism that would have been for the pulley for the air conditioner. But let's get down, look, check this out. I don't think it needs to be there. Just look. If I can do that, now I've got tons of room. can tighten my alternator where I want it, keep this thing tight, gives me a little bit of play, but as long as it's all out of the way, and I think I'm just going to save myself a lot of hassle. I just don't need that other piece there. Let's try it out and see what happens. Okay, so push it down. That's tight. Found my nut. Okay, so now tight. There we go. Compare. My power steering feels okay. That feels similar. There, and I can feel this pulley's not turning anymore. Okay, that's better. So let's give her a good tighten. Now, I should be able to get at this like I've done it before with the fan back on. So, look, I see lots of clearance. That feels tight. I adjusted this piece here, the actual mount that holds it. So that was a bit loose. And I think by that being a bit loose, it gave it just a bit of play. It worked through and it slipped on me. I did take a big road trip the other day, so, and it was wet and bumps and I don't know, things, it's an old car. So, yeah. And there were some other jerry riggings. I mean, obviously there was some other sort of mount to get on, I don't know, whatever. I haven't seen it with the air conditioner. So let's put the fan back on. Make sure this is good and snug again. Not too snug, but just enough. Yeah, it feels good. Comfort with the belt. Comfort with my belt. And those two bolts that were just hanging around are gone. Okay, let's put the fan back on. Shroud first. Fun, eh? I love learning about my car. Shroud's back on. Now let's try the fan. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that is seated really nice. Got lots of play. Feels like it's seated. They weren't on there super tight. I don't think these have to be like torqued ridiculous. Interesting, got them tight, you know, but when I went to by the time I get to the bottom one, went back to the top, it really needed to be redone. They were super loose. It's amazing how, you know, following the star method, just taking your time, double checking things. Oh my goodness, can you imagine that shimming loose and driving down the road and hearing the awful thud of a fan popping off? Gross. I've never experienced it and I don't want to. That sounds awful. Oof. You got her. Getting excited. Now, the bottom panel's still off. That's not a, you know, I can run the car without that. Obviously, I want it back on. But, belt's tightened. Fan's back on, shroud screwed on. There's no more contacting parts. I should be able to see if the car will start, which it will, which it did last night anyways. But we were getting the big screech and spark. And as we found out, it was from that, I guess it's called the mount for the alternator. It wasn't on right. It was, the shimmy is way loose. We had this spacer here with this extra bolt. And this guy just sitting there hanging out loosey-goosey, which is crazy. So now they're gone. We may have just, you know, eliminated a bit of a problem. And where there's, you know, this is a modified vehicle, so sort of thing we got to do. Well, let's try it out. Okay, so one of the problems was this guy was not super tight, and that's why I couldn't get it to start. I was doing well, and luckily it cut out or went loose. as I pulled in the driveway, which would have been, that would have been so embarrassing on the side of the road. So we'll see what we got here. We're going to clear of any extra debris and tools. One last quick look. Did I forget anything? Oh no. Belts go okay. Ooh. They feel a lot tighter than the power steering. Now, mind you, the power steering squeals a bit here and there. And it doesn't move on its own either. So, you only live once. Let's see what happens. Hey, here we go. Moment of truth. Okay, we're in neutral. Yeah, baby. Any lights on? No. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, this is a good sign. I'm excited. Okay. Power steering, going, looks good. Fan looks good. Alternator looks good. Boys, oh boys. Okay. I think we may have solved the problem. New battery. All right. I'm gonna have to check my power steering fluid now that I think about it. I haven't really looked in a while. To see about that. What do we got here too? Looks okay. About halfway. Well, gotta let it run for a bit. I still have to fix the gas gauge, but I could use some gas. I'm gonna cook supper and I'm gonna go for a short rip down the camp, down the road, and come back, let it idle, see what I think, see how brave I am. And then I think that's it though, man. I feel good about this. I probably should put the cover back on, but you know, maybe I want to hold off just in case. Oh, I don't know. I think we got her. It's not like I can't take it off again. And I can't adjust the belt while it's on. So I think I'll put her back on. We'll just let her run for a minute, maybe charge the battery a sec. Well, there we go, a successful, albeit rocky road, unnecessary battery purchase. But now I have a brand new battery with a 4-year warranty. Winter's coming on in a couple months, and I'll know I have something rock solid. And luckily I didn't return the other one for a core charge of 20 bucks. Now I have a good, perfectly running backup battery, so hey, you never know, right? Oh boys, oh boys. Well, there you go. Cars, bars, boats, guitars.